Thank you so much, Bella, for creating time to be part and parcel of this conversation here at the Organic Show.
Thank you.
Now, it's really nice to have you again because I know your insights. Most Kenyans have been asking, where is Bella? Actually, I got like 3 texts today. People telling me, "Nihakikishe uko hapa leo."
For real.
Yeah. I
Thank
received
you.
some two
Thank you.
texts actually, people asking me for you
Mhm.
to be here today. So people
Thank
love
you.
your insights a lot.
Thank you. I love
Now,
them back.
today, oh, thank you. Now, today I
Thank
went
you.
direct to Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
Mhm.
Now, in the opposition team, so far Kalonzo Musyoka has been elevated like the chief of those people. That is Matiang'i, Kashagwa, Karua, Muturi. All of them seem to be below, below Kalonzo Musyoka. So I chose this topic basically to ongelea what is this that Kalonzo Musyoka has that can make him to be preferred either to be a flag bearer, even the top within the opposition team. Now, from where you stand as Bella, what are some of these things that are making Kalonzo Musyoka to be top amongst the opposition leaders?
Yeah, I think Kalonzo is one leader who is very calm. That's one thing I know. He's very calm. And then
Mhm.
another thing has been previously he has been working in the government, and he also has a good track record since when he worked as a vice president with Mwai Kibaki. And all along, he's one guy who has never, okay, who, I can't say he has never had, but it has proven that hakuna scandal iko na Kalonzo Musyoka. You see, so you can imagine like right now we are having a lot of foreign diplomatic blunders that this government is committing, but
Hey,
during the
nazo ni
time of
mingi.
Kalonzo,
Nazo ni
it's a
mingi.
lot.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but you can remember during the time of Kalonzo when he was the Minister for Foreign Affairs, I think the relationship between Kenya and other nations were very okay. Yeah, I love another thing is that he's one leader who is a peacemaker. Yeah, he's not he's not a combative leader. He's a peacemaker. Like unajua he was a foreign envoy, I think, envoy to South Sudan I think in 2020, yes, for the nini the was it the nini of unity between the government and the opposition, that is Riek Machar and Salva Kiir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
so
makes a lot of them.
exactly, yeah. So I think he's a good leader for that matter.
Thank you. Uh, Dr. Mraguri, thank you so much for creating time today to be part and parcel of this conversation at the Organic Show.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you. Umepotea sana hadi watu walikuwa wanauliza mheshimiwa anaenda wapi.
We were mourning with Odinga.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Yes,
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You know. Uh-huh. Thank you so
yes.
much, Mheshimiwa. Anyway, we are happy to have you here.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, also joining us is Lex. Alex, thank you so much for joining us as well from Machakos, I guess.
Asante.
Okay. Thank you so much. Karibu, weka kamera vizuri, Alex. No one mute mic.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. You're okay now.
Uh-huh.
Umekata nusu ya uso wako.
Oh, unaniona sasa?
Hapo uko sawa, Thank you so much,
Okay,
Alex, for being with us here today.
yes.
Yeah, so Dr. Mraguri and Alex, we just came in and we had started the conversation about Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. The question at the table is, what is this that makes Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka to be? What is this that can make him to be a flag bearer within the opposition team, or maybe better than the others? Please, Dr. Mraguri, what's your point on that?
Yes. Thank you, Mukua. Let me begin by saying Kalonzo Musyoka is actually currently the single most unifying factor in this country. In fact, it's only Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka who can go around this country campaigning without anybody throwing a stone to him.
It is true.
It's only Kalonzo Musyoka. He can go to Kondere and campaign there, and people will still cheer him. Show me another leader like that one. There is none. Maybe Uhuru Kenyatta. But since he is not vying, Kalonzo is also very cool. I have listened to the speaker before me, And actually, she was very right that Kalonzo Musyoka does not carry baggage of corruption, too many corruption cases. I know anybody who have worked in government always have some specks of corruption there, here and there, but Kalonzo doesn't carry so much which you can quantify. Kalonzo Musyoka is laughable. Anybody want to associate with him? He is cool. He can unite the country. People loves him. Nobody is throwing stones at Kalonzo Musyoka. In fact, all the people who are contending or contesting for this presidential thing, Kalonzo is the most suitable for this country, at least for now.
At least for now.
At least for now. We don't have any other like him.
Lex? Actually, before Lex you come in, Dr. Moroguri, I agree with you on some instances here. Like now, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, honestly speaking, he can go to any part of this country and do the campaign. Hakuna mtu ako na shida na yeye, hata mmoja.
Kabisa.
There's no politician who can come on board and say, me and Kalonzo Musyoka, we parted ways on this basis, so we are enemies. Not even one. That one I agree with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go to Alex. Alex, what's your point?
Yes, thank you, Mokua. I don't know if my network is stable. You are getting me?
Network iko stable. I think sauti ndiko chini kidogo. You can niongeza sauti kidogo.
Oh, sawa sawa, asante. My point about Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, I think as my colleagues here, the way they have spoken, is a guy who, you know, in our country, it's like corruption is normalized. In a country where corruption is normalized, Kalonzo stands out as someone who is someone of integrity and of clean record. You see, we cannot say he's so clean and what, but I cannot tell of corruption scandals around surrounding Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, just like other politicians. So when it comes to matters integrity, matters corruption, I think Kalonzo stands a better chance compared to other politicians. Again, apart from Mokua, we want to say something?
No, ni sauti na feel kwamba unapaswa kuongeza kidogo.
Oh, sawa. I'm saying when it comes to matters integrity. Oh, sawa. Kunanyesha huku. When it comes to matters integrity and corruption, Kalonzo stands a better chance compared to other politicians. Kwa sababu in our country, Kenya, it's like corruption is normalized. You even heard that when it comes to matters rating of corruption, our country is rated at a higher point. But when it comes to the politicians we have, the politicians we are talking about, the ones which we are looking at, when we compare their corruption and integrity levels, Kalonzo stands a better chance than any other politician. Another thing which gives Kalonzo a tick box, it's matters experience. You see, our country, we are not going to do experiments with leadership. But you see now Kalonzo stands a better chance because he has experience both in government, in opposition, and in diplomacy. You see, he has been in government as vice president. He has served in foreign affairs docket, and he has intervened in diplomat affairs across our continent. So Kalonzo is a politician who is experienced both in opposition, in government, and he understands governance better than the politicians we are comparing himself with. So that gives Kalonzo another tick box. Another thing is Kalonzo is a peacemaker. He's not someone who will do what our youths were done just the other day. I think Kalonzo faced with a situation that faced our country just last year. If it was Kalonzo, maybe he would have handled it better because he's someone who is a diplomat and he's a peacemaker. Yeah, Mokua.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope sauti itaongeza. You really have great points and I'm happy about that. Sauti tu nataka iongeze kidogo because I'm seeing on the comments here people are telling me on my WhatsApp like sauti yake iko chini kidogo.
Oh, sorry about that.
Jaribu tu hiyo because we really love your points. Now I agree with you. You guys, the common thing I've gotten here is that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka hana corruption cases. Dr. Muraguri said the same thing, and as well we've had Lex has also said the same thing. Now my question is this: Fine is corrupt free, just like Maraga, but now does he have the capacity to fight corruption from an individual level? When you look at him, can Kalonzo fight corruption? Dr. Muraguri, please.
You see, let me put it this way. The ability to govern, the ability to fight corruption largely depend on the people you surround yourself with. Let's start there. If you look at the government of Mwai Kibaki, he couldn't have done the job he did were it not for the people he surrounded himself with. So the government that you form will tell us whether you are ready or you are willing to fight corruption or not. Because everybody will come on board telling us he will fight corruption. Even the one we have today, he campaigned on platform of fighting corruption. Little did we know that he is a chief of corruption. But you see, the government that he formed is a government of amateur. We cannot question him. And I largely agree with Gachagua when he told us that he was the only voice in that cabinet. I agree with him. So if you form a government that is ready to fight corruption, it doesn't matter who is at the helm of that government. So Kalonzo Musyoka, all we need is a person who can pacify the nation so that we can be able to spur development. So we need him.
Willingness to fight.
Yes. Then we need him. Then we form a good government around him to assist him in fighting corruption.
Yeah, and I agree with what Muraguri is saying. And you can remember, I can give a very good example when Nani was trying, when Uhuru was the president, he appointed Dr. Fred Matiang'i. You know, the cartels of NEC exams, you see? So a lot of leakages were there here and there, exams kuibwa, like you're going to do your exams today, kesho, today you are having the paper, you know. So what Nani Muraguri is saying, when you form a government and you get down to the job with the right people, then corruption itaisha. You can see ile story ya cartels za next ndio exams zimebiwa hapa na pale, ilikuja ikaisha during the reign of Matiang'i. Unaona? So it is something that is capable if only Kalonzo Musyoka can surround himself with people who are doers, not people who are greedy going into the government. Yenye yangu ni ngapi, yangu ni mbili, nimepeana hapa tenda, kwa hii tenda yangu ni ngapi hapa, lazima tuongeze. You know, you can never end corruption with that kind of mentality. Totally, you cannot. But if you go to government with the right people, then you can win on their own corruption. Period.
Bella, do you mean William Ruto has not put the right people in government, in his government?
I think so. I also say I think so. Now you can imagine. I'm usually pained by this the Ministry of Environment. What is Dr. Deborah Mlongo doing in that docket? Somebody who is a medic. Anafanya nini kwa mazingira? What is she doing there? Honestly, what is she doing there? She'll be clueless, by the way. When you're talking about ecosystems, when you're talking about the Mau forest, maji inatoka kwa Mau forest, chemichemi ya maji, down the stream, the upper stream affects the lower stream. Hiyo atajulia wapi? He only knows about Storina clinics, you know. So I believe if the government can put the right people in their respective jobs, then work can be done. But hizi zingine za gambo lapa na pale, sijui wako kwa medika anawekwa kwa Ministry of Environment, tu sijui wako wapi anawekwa hapa, a lawyer. Anyway, I believe if he puts the right people in the right docket, work can be done.
So you want to say in William Ruto's government, the watchman is in the kitchen and the chef is at the gate.
And the eater is washing utensils.
So
exactly.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
Now, there's something I wanted to get from you. If today the opposition wins the election, we'll have Justin Muturi inside, Dr. King of Fred Matiang'i, Mama Martha Karua. We'll be having Kalonzo as the president, assuming he's the flag bearer and he has won the presidency, plus all these other leaders, like Mithika Linturi. Do you think those are the right people surrounding Kalonzo for him to deliver the job? Dr. Maraguri?
Mokua,
Okay, go ahead. Lex?
yeah. I wanted to say something about the corruption thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kumbuka tu sauti peke yake.
Yeah. Having said that, na tumekubaliana that Kalonzo has a clean record on corruption, so that gives him a moral authority to call out corruption. You see, this is about perception, like who is calling out the corruption. So now, if we are talking about Kalonzo having a clean record, that one at least gives him a moral authority to call out corruption. Then that plus the surrounding himself with the right team, he is in a better position to curb corruption in our country. The team, having asked about the Madakarua, Linturi, and the team, that doesn't mean that will form the cabinet. I know once the government comes in place, they will come up with the right team. They may be part of the team. I don't know, but I'm sure they will come up with a team of experts. It's all about experts. Just like Bella said, what we having now is mismanagement and misplacement. You find someone is misplaced. He ought to be here, but he is there. He ought to be here, but he's there. But I'm sure when Kalonzo government comes into government, they will come up with a team of experts, a team of the experts we saw in Kibaki's government, the likes of Saitoti, likes of yeah. Like you see, it's not about who you know. It's not about your friend, because what we are seeing now is like rewarding friendship, but
Yes. Yeah.
it's not working for our government. Yeah.
Thank you, Lex. Dr. Maraguri?
Let me say this. Let's not preempt how the government of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will look like.
Okay.
And assume that the rights of Mithika Linturi will be there. But it's a difficult question to assume that Stephen will surround himself with the people that we see in the campaign trail. But certainly, we expect some rewards, political
Dr.
rewards.
Maraguri, your sauti, your voice kindly. Kuna vile umeshika simu vibaya.
Na vile na shout.
Iko sawa sasa. Iko sawa.
Actually ni mtu ananipigia.
Oh yeah, probably
Now,
that was the issue.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, we stop preempting how the government of Steve Kalonzo Musyoka will look like. If you ask me, if I am the one elected as the president, how would my government look like? Then I can tell you with certainty that I can be able to give this and this one at this docket. Matiang'i, I can make him the prime minister to oversee all the ministries. You see, I can be able to preempt. But now for Kalonzo Musyoka, we leave it to him to decide. But we can only do guesswork. That this one can be here, this one will be here. Rigathi might not be even in that government. Maybe he just want to have a bunch of MPs and get the political money that political parties are given. We don't know whether the other players what they want. So let's not go into details of how the government of Kalonzo Musyoka will look like and who he should. All we are saying is he should look for good people. If you ask me, I would tell you Martha Karua should be in that government. If you ask me, I will tell you Matiang'i should be in that government. If you ask me, I will tell you Dr. Mukisa Kitui should be in that government. You see, the guys I know, they can drive the economy. But now when you bring in the mythical tourists of this world, then we are forced to look somewhere else.
Mithika is in the DCP team. I think he's the Secretary General.
What will remain as a party leader in the leadership of the party.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yes, not the government.
That's a good point that I really support, because honestly, there's character that we need in a new team that is intending to be better than William Ruto.
Of course.
When I was going through, someone actually called me and shared with me the history about Raila Amolo Odinga and Moi Kibaki. And he told me that one of the reasons as to why walikosana, the two, especially after the 2002 general election, it's because Raila Amolo Odinga had specific people he wanted Kibaki to choose into his cabinet. But Kibaki said, no, you tell me the region, I pick the people I feel that can deliver the way I want.
Exactly.
I had something like that happen. I don't know whether it was true, Dr. Muragu.
I also heard it that you see, Kibaki was a very principled person. And if you look at his life even after presidency, you can't tell that Kibaki stole a lot of money from the government. In fact, the way he entered is the same way he left.
I see.
So there is no way you could have forced Kibaki to pick crook people into his government. And that is the Kalonzo Musyoka we want. Because he worked with Kibaki, we expect him to behave the same way.
Very true.
Yes.
Very true.
That's why we are vouching for Kalonzo Musyoka. Any other candidate, I don't see any other candidate who can be able to steer this nation to where we want it to go. I don't see any other. So we need Kalonzo Musyoka. Period.
Una principles wengine we
Waoni ni wengi, lakini siwaoni kama wanaweza kuwa wanatupeleka mahali mzuri. By the way, even give me Kalonzo and Mother Karua, still I will still go for Kalonzo Musyoka. Give me Kalonzo, show me any other leader. You know, people are talking about Matiang'i. Matiang'i kuna ka experience kidogo anakosa.
Experience in which area in terms of politics ama experience mahali gani? Because according to him niliona like he performed when he was given a docket.
So you see performance in a docket. Kuna tutoto tuna nini hapa. Performance in a docket is different.
Okay.
Because you cannot compare Kalonzo Musyoka with Matiang'i. Kalonzo performed in a docket. Kalonzo performed as a vice president. Kalonzo performed in all other areas that he was given. So if it is about performance in a docket, then he is also better than Matiang'i. So look at the experience of Kalonzo Musyoka, vice president for how many years? Look at the political experience Matiang'i doesn't have. And you need both for you to govern this country. You need the political acumen, you need the governance, you need, and he is well schooled. So why do you want to take Kalonzo Musyoka's chance? Merely because you have Matiang'i, who was a bulldozer for one term.
Dr. Muraguri, I know you are among the deep state in the opposition. Yeah, najua.
Exactly.
Where is Rigiji?
No. You see, I am a Rigiji man. You know that. But I am not campaigning for him on this docket, on this position.
No, I'm just asking, like, ako wapi? Amenyamaza sana.
No, he had to. Lazima angenyamaza to make sure wale wengine opponent wasipate nafasi ya kupiga siasa na yeye na hii mambo ya Raila.
Yeah.
That was wise. But
that Sunday, was wise.
Talk to him, tell him Sunday aenda kanisa.
Mokwali mpea ultimatum Sunday.
Sunday aenda kanisa.
Hapana, kesho tunaenda kuona grave ya Raila Odinga.
Ni kesho?
Na tupige raundi moja hapo Mbondo.
Mungesema mimi ningekuwa huko.
Mapema.
Hatusemi sababu mnaweza panga goons.
Goons ni kawaida.
Sisi supporters wa Gachagua bana.
Eh?
Sisi supporters wa Gachagua tungewafikia, si una cross topa Western unafika Nyanza. Mngesema mapema.
Si unajua kuna wale wako huko na wanapanga sana. Sasa hatutaki kushout sana.
Oh, okay. Sawa.
But tomorrow probably kama hakutabadilika mtatuona huko.
Nice. So if you get Kalonzo Musyoka out of the opposition team, will it stand?
Opposition, you see, opposition is sustained by the masses, not themselves. It is the people who are in opposition. The majority are in opposition. Kenyans are in opposition. Anatoka peke yake, anatuacha kwa opposition. We don't have shortage of leaders.
Yeah.
Natembea is there.
Yes.
Edwin Sifuna is there. Sasa Matiang'i bado yuko. So uwe mwenye anataka kutoka atoke peke yake. We are many. We have the leaders there. Hata akitoka akinunuliwa bado tutasonga mbele na one time.
Lex, what do you think? Kalonzo akitoka sasa asema ametoka. Opposition itasimama?
Mokua na Bella na daktari hapo mtakubaliana na mimi that politics is all about perception. Numbers maybe real or perceived. Unajua, so kama Kalonzo ako kwa opposition, there are those numbers which are perceived to be there, either they are real or not real. So akiwa hapo kuna ile influence analeta, na akitoka pia there will be an impact. You see, maybe opposition itasimama, but the things will not be the same again. Maybe we will feel like, because as Daktari has said, Kenyans are all on opposition, but we will feel like we have lost because we are in a war. We are in a war yenye tutaimaliza 2027, and we want to onboard everyone. So Kalonzo leaving opposition, we will feel like we've really lost, because what is perceived around Kalonzo, he will live with it. Either he joins the government, he will join the government with it. And as I've said, there are those politics about numbers. They can be real or perceived. Kalonzo has numbers behind him. He has a blog. You see, Kamba Nation Vote blog as per Kalonzo. You see, and if he leaves opposition and joins maybe government, of course he will live with the numbers. So in a way we will have lost. But if he sticks on the opposition, the numbers will still remain on the opposition side. Na kuna point nimesikia daktari akiongelelea ya about if you compare Kalonzo and Matiang'i, he stands a better chance, and I would like to agree with that, because as you know, Matiang'i is not an experienced politician. He is someone who is being I think it's Kenyans who are dragging him into politics. You see, it started with Gen Z. They dragged him into politics, and I think it's time he realized maybe he can venture into politics. But I think the guy is not meant for politics. Even when you hear him delivering speeches, it's like Kalonzo. It's another Kalonzo, but maybe now Kalonzo is now more experienced than Matiang'i. But you see now what makes Kalonzo better than Matiang'i? Kalonzo, one, in all those dockets Matiang'i has served, apart from Interior, Kalonzo has served, because Kalonzo has served as a Minister for Education, which Matiang'i served. He served as a Minister for Environment. He served as a Minister of Foreign Affairs. He served as a Vice President. So he has a wide experience on matters politics. Kalonzo has a party, Wiper Patriotic Front. Matiang'i doesn't have a party. You see, even you'll find it hard. You see, Kalonzo has a party, has a block. You see, which votes behind him.
Bella,
Kalonzo has been
Bella, you see Lexi and Muraguru could be in the same house.
Naona, ninaona, but
Go ahead, Lex.
Yes, yeah. My last point is Kalonzo has been consistent. You see, there are people who have been on and off politics, but Kalonzo, since he joined politics, has been consistent. You see, there is that consistency. He has a clean record and consistency. That also is a plus for him because he has not been off politics. Even if he is opposition or in government, he has maintained consistency. You see, and that's hiyo imemweka in the picture of Kenyan politics every now and then.
Yeah, I also agree. Kalonzo has been consistent. Hata when the Azimio was a coalition, when the late Honorable Raila Odinga aliingia kwa the broad-based government, Kalonzo still maintained. Aliendelea na hiyo opposition yake. We used to see him move across the country opposing this government, kuongelea about the way the healthcare iko na issue, you know. So about consistency, Kalonzo has been consistent. And then hapo penye ulikuwa unasema Mokua about Kalonzo, if Kalonzo joins government kama tutapoteza as opposition. Let me tell you, if there are people to fear in these countries, the Kamba nation. These people, they are called the silent voters. And whenever Kalonzo says ni huku ni huku, as much as Dr. Muraguri anasema ati sijui watu wataingia huko waache, we Wakamba, we this Kamba nation, they believe in Kalonzo Musyoka as a real deal. So hata Kalonzo akiingia kwa serikali, be rest assured, the opposition itasambaratika till Aki, I'm telling you the truth. As much as yes, kuna wenye watakuwa na msimamo yao watasema hapana, we cannot join government, but trust you me, the majority watafuatana na Kalonzo. Kamba nation is always the silent voters wenye wanakuanga huko. Si kama hizi ma tribes zingine mtu anasema like unajua siku hizo watu wamechanuka wanasema we tupige huku kura, hapana, we cannot follow our leaders, let us confront our leaders. But Kambas are very loyal, they follow their leader. And unajua sasa hiyo ni makura zitakuwa zinaenda kwingine and we'll stand to lose it.
Bella, so, I think I can so go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay. Endelea.
So I think I can tell where Dr. Muraguri is coming from. No, Dr. Muraguri is coming from a region where leaders follow the people. So probably he's not aware that the Kambas follow Kalonzo.
religiously. Religious. They follow Kalonzo Musyoka religiously, bana.
Dr. Muraguri, is there a comeback?
Fortunately, we have assimilated Kamba into Gema. So we are now calling them Mount Kenya South. We are teaching them. Yes.
Kuna now, South side.
Yes, now we are teaching them how to force readers to follow them, not them to follow
of Mount Kenya.
Yes, the tricks and ways of Mount Kenya. So even if Kalonzo leave, and we are hoping he will not, because he is our last line of defense, maybe he will take a fraction, but not all as it used to be. Because if you look at Rigiji, the way he have entered Ukambani, you can tell even who is the kingpin in Ukambani when they are both of them are there. You can even tell the way he is moving masses there. And Rigiji have entered Ukambani in a way that you cannot even be able to explain. He is too smart to ignore. This cousin narrative is spreading like bushfire. And soon, Mukua,
yes,
I told you last time, you will hear us in Keroka.
Kuja nyumbani.
Before you know it, Matiang'i will be introducing Rigiji to the crowd instead of Rigiji introducing Matiang'i. Before you know it.
Dr. Muraguri,
we are coming to see.
Promise me.
Yes.
Mkikuja nitakuwa kwa timu. Hata kama ni kwa gari yako.
Nitakwambia siku ya kukuja huko.
Uniambie.
So the force behind opposition is Rigiji. You like it or not. In fact, if Rigiji is not there, the opposition is dead.
Yeah, that's what we agree.
Yes. So the only person who can worry me is Rigiji. The rest we can handle. The rest we can handle. And we are handling them very well. The only man we want to now to try and get him on our side is Sifuna. Once you hear Sifuna is on our side, game short.
It's over.
It's over. Baba Wino is already on our side. Baba Wino, we got him. He is supporting Kalonzo Musyoka.
Yeah, of course, I saw him.
We are just waiting for them to chase Sifuna. Then you will hear. We are planning this thing. Don't worry. This man is one
Okay.
term.
Now, this is it. As much as Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has all these strengths, you have to admit he has weaknesses.
Of course.
What are these areas that you think Musyoka is weak? Let me start with Lex, and I'm really happy. I wish you give some. Lex, go ahead.
Okay, thanks. On the weaknesses, I think Kalonzo has a lot of weaknesses compared to our politician tunawataja hapo. Most of Kenyans feel that Kalonzo lacks the haura yenye Kenyans wanahitaji when it comes to politics. Like you see, how to cheer up a crowd, like how to speak. Yeah, I hope you understand. Like he lacks the aura, the charisma that Kenyans expect, and that's what we are getting from Rigiji. You see, when Rigiji joined this side, he brought what Kalonzo now was lacking. Rigiji is a good person when it comes to speaking, and when it comes to saying things as they are. And I think to some extent, Kalonzo is limited to his diplomacy. That's why sometimes he is limited to what he says, and to an extent that costs him so much because Kenyans feel like he lacks the aura the Kenyans want. Another thing you see now, Kalonzo has been off the government since 2013.
13.
And and that has costed him financially. So you see Kalonzo, when it comes to traversing Kenya, I think it poses to a challenge to him because on mobilizing resources to traverse Kenya, Mandera, Northeastern Coast, Western, and all that. So one thing that has caused Kalonzo recently, I think it's financial muscles. Financial muscles has caused Kalonzo a big time. Yeah. Let me hear from my colleague.
Lex, one thing I want to tell you is that if there's an area Kalonzo Musyoka has really improved, it's on the orator skills. Kalonzo is not the same man again. Ule mwenye alikuwa 20 ule mtu wa press conferences is not the same again. He has really improved. Let me hear what Bella has to say about the weaknesses of Kalonzo. I guess you have many.
No, not many. I think I have one major one. Kalonzo Musyoka. Okay, honestly, kuna tu ile nakwanga tu, if there's a person in the opposition who is stressing me more, it is Kalonzo. Because I don't know, unasikia like, you remember the tag of watermelon? Okay, I heard the other day Rigiji alisema hiyo tag ya watermelon imemuondokea. But we still have it in our mind, you know? Like mahali you are going this way, anasema aki, this time round I'm not going to support mimi, I'm not going to support Rahila, mimi na nini mpaka kwa ballot. And then unakuja unaona anakuja anakuwa deputy. You understand? Aya, yani, okay, if there's one person who is stressing me, actually it's Kalonzo. So that's why when I see Kalonzo in the hands of Rigathi Gachagua, mbele iko sawa. Rigathi Gachagua will checkmate him mpaka tuende kwa debe. Hakuna mahali anaenda. Yeye ameka mitego kila mahali. Mtegeje mtu ajaribu kuja inamnasa. Kindiki akijaribu kupita huku inamnasa. After that time, you can remember that time when Kindiki alikuwa sijui wapi akaanza kusema ati you know Kalonzo sijui amefunzwa. that the following weekend Rigathi alikuwa wapi na Kalonzo? He was in Ukambani Nation. Alikuwa anawaambia nini? If you want to talk to Kalonzo Musyoka, pass through me. Pitieni kwangu. Unasikia? So the way Rigathi Gachagua is checkmating Kalonzo Musyoka, at least inanipatia that that hope. Bure kama angekuwa peke yake, aki I swear. Aki, sijui. Anyway, I don't know. That is the only problem I have with Kalonzo Musyoka. But since he has Rigathi Gachagua, everything is okay.
You've reminded me at times when someone called me from Mount Kenya, just my fun. And it was like talking about Matiang'i and Gachagua, one of them being a flag bearer. Then I asked him, why are you leaving the pillar with Kalonzo? Kaniambia, umeiona Kalonzo akiwa bila Raila mahali yako.
Exactly. It makes this tag, lazima abebwe. Unaona? Somebody must carry him.
No, like the idea was trying to pass it is that Kalonzo na Raila walikuwa hivi. Ni ngumu sana watu. They can seem to be way apart, but eventually they work together. But anyway, I've seen tremendous changes in Kalonzo. Me honestly have to say that. And this is one of the most consistent leaders we've had in the country. It is Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo Musyoka was out of government for 5 years during the 2013-2017 era. Still, they were defeated, he remained in government as Raila Amolo Odinga switched to the handshake, and he stayed there.
Yeah.
And his consistency is not just on remaining opposition. He has still maintained his diplomacy. His language is respectful. And I also want to say that even if Raila Amolo Odinga betrayed him a number of times, hakuwahi pea Raila Amolo Odinga jina.
Yeah.
Hakuwahi pea jina. Yeah, because what you all know is that one of the most mysterious people we had in this country is Raila Amolo Odinga. I think he deserved the watermelon tag. Sema tu kweli. Because Raila, you could not know what he's thinking. Ukimwangalia tu hivi, huwezi jua cha anafikiria. So I think Kalonzo Musyoka has really improved a lot and he's going to do better. Anyway, let me hear from Raguri. Do you trust Kalonzo?
At least for now, we can trust him. He looks more serious with what he's doing. And again, just like Bella is saying, with Rigiji, he's shielding him to make sure he doesn't go anywhere else. He remains there until 7. And the weaknesses of Kalonzo, we are covering them very well, especially with Rigiji. Because that political push, he doesn't have it. Then finances, not much, because you need money to campaign. You realize the reason why they never campaigned when Rigiji was away is because of finances. Rigiji has the mobilization power. He can mobilize everybody, everywhere. Kalonzo doesn't have it. All what we want is a candidate.
Yeah.
Once we get him as a candidate, we will do the rest.
Pesa itakuja.
Hiyo ingine itakuwa. Tutajua vile tutaenda around. Bora asinunuliwe.
Bas.
Bora akikuwa tu hapo, then everything else will be catered for. Pale tu kama tumeweka tu yeye pale juu. That's all we need from him to remain with us.
Yeah.
Yes. Once that other weaknesses, you not see them.
They'll disappear.
Me, what I believe with Rigiji, it is true. I agree with you that Kalonzo Musyoka is covered. Rigiji, in a football match that Raila Amolo Odinga used to use so much to describe politics, Rigiji is best in number 6, where he's covering both the defenders and the strikers. He can attack as well. So I think Rigiji, when it comes to the issue of, yes, you can have the finances, but I think the orator skills play a significant role in our Kenyan politics. And at the orator skills, it is where William Ruto knows how to manipulate people. We honestly have to say, William Ruto akienda kanisani anakaa hivi anaongelesha watu. You see, like Kenya is Singapore. Until Rigiji speaks. Anyway, now that we have realized Rigathi Gachagua is covered Rigiji on orator skills, But on finances, we all know that William Ruto is really gearing towards, you can see from what happens in State House, we can see how people are going there. Each one of them is paid to an extent of allegedly 10,000 shillings per person. Now, taking from that rate, do you think the entire opposition is prepared enough for 2027 to face William Ruto financially? Dr. Muraguri, I expect kindly you to answer this.
Let me tell you, it's not always that money will give you what you want.
Mm-hmm.
William Ruto or Kasongo, with all the money, you see, giving 10,000, let's say Kiambu people, how many votes did he get from that 10,000 he gave to them? You could be dishing out money, but at the end of it is a zero-sum game. So he will have a lot of money. He will use a lot of money. But again, the opposition does not need a lot of money to drive their agendas. They only need money for logistic purposes, just to move around the country. But the government need money to bribe the courts, to bribe the IBC, to bribe everyone. You cannot be able to manage such kind of campaigns or bribes. You cannot manage. So even if the government has a lot of money and people are tired of them, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. And there are many people with a lot of money. Look at the guy who was elected in Meru, Muirigi. He was, I think, from Fall River. He was campaigning on a bicycle. You remember that guy?
Yeah, it was by then 27 or 29.
Yes, that guy was campaigning against very rich men. So it is not always money will take you where you want. Sometimes you need people first before money.
That's a good point. I hope Kenyans listen to that.
Yes. So we don't care how much this man will spend. We don't care how much he is hiding to spend because he doesn't have people on his side.
Mm.
Kama angekuwa ananunua kutoka nchi zingine, maybe alete na matrakta, maybe we can be worried. But kama ni Wakenya anakuja kupea pesa wampigie kura, atafute kura mahali ingine.
Okay. For those who are watching us from home, if you want to be part and parcel of this conversation here, my number is here. You just text me on WhatsApp and then we'll include you in the conversation so that we get your opinion on some of the things that we discuss here. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you also for creating time at least to follow what we're doing here. Let me go to the comment section and hear what people are saying. Now, there's someone by the name, the 254 Podium, is saying that Babu is very tactical. He's aiming at over 300K supporters out of the 2025 Form 4 class by revising with them. Now, do you guys think you said you already have Babu winners? Indio, Dr. Muraguri?
Yes.
Okay. I will not ask the question, I just wanted to ask. Now, then David Isucha is saying Kalonzo was given a deputy to okay, nimempata. Kalonzo will be given, I think that's what he wanted to say. Kalonzo will be given a deputy to Ruto and join the government. And join the government is a matter of time, mark my words. So he's thinking that probably at some point, Rigiji will be without Kalonzo.
So I ask you. Let me ask you. If we are giving him presidency, we want to make him president, and somebody else want to make him deputy president, where would he go?
Of course, to presidency.
Of course. So that argument, I think, is neither here nor there.
And again about that issue of Kalonzo joining the government, venye tu Muraguri umesema, hata akiamua kujoin, the people will still maintain the same course. Yeye aende huko, but sasa kwa ground itakuwa ni nini?
One term.
Thank you.
Now, someone here is saying, ask Muraguri why Gachagua is not comfortable with Matiang'i. Today is not Matiangi's day, but able to admit, just answer because it's our supporter who is asking this.
I think there is, because Matiang'i doesn't have a political party and he wants to take a political party that belongs to Mount Kenya, and Rigiji does not want anybody who want to dilute
The
his
DCP.
the DCP, yes. So
I
if
get you.
Matiang'i take UPA and come with it, then you will have no problem.
Okay, Muraguri, now let's see this. Now, what if now Jubilee he stay outside? A working agreement between the DCP and Jubilee, in that DCP ikae central, because we know the Nani president, the party leader of Jubilee, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, he's loved outside Mount Kenya. Hata venye mliona he was cheered in Nyayo, even in Bondo, hata huku Western akikuja he gets cheered. So what if there can be a working formula whereby DCP iachwe Mount Kenya, and then this Jubilee, whoever would want to buy with Jubilee around outside Mount Kenya, will that one be okay?
Unfortunately, Jubilee, the people who are pushing it,
yes,
those MPs that have been rejected in Mount Kenya because of impeaching Gachagua. So they want to ride on Jubilee.
Okay.
So that war,
Yeah.
to avoid.
Okay. I get you.
Another thing, politics are local. You know that politics are local. Like we associate our political parties based on their origin. We know ODM is Nyanza based. We know Ford Kenya is Western based. We know Wiper is Lower Eastern. So if Matiang'i comes on the table, what is he bringing on the table? Like, it's a matter of what are you coming with. That's why Rigiji told Matiang'i, go and mobilize the Gusi. Let the Gusi speak in one voice, like we are endorsing you. So if the Gusi have not yet endorsed Matiang'i as their flag bearer, then how will he then negotiate in a table like where other political leaders are talking about governance and leadership? I think that's why Gachagua is not okay with Matiang'i, because he has not whipped his region into one bucket, and they are endorsing him as their leader.
The other thing is,
Yeah.
you see, Jubilee carries a lot of baggage because it was a ruling party. So if you give, let's say, Matiang'i being the flag bearer with the Jubilee, then we are opening a Pandora of so much things, so many wars, and the government will be able to attack Jubilee, bearing in mind they also had their flaws when they are in government. So we don't want anybody coming with such a political party, and you want to be the flag bearer of opposition with a party that carries so much baggage. So he must come fresh with a fresh party. Otherwise, tutamrusha cabinet CS wa education.
Sawa.
Yeah, Mukua, about the issue of money you had earlier mentioned. Like now, one thing that surprised the government of the day is that many Kenyans, and to be precise, many youths are now politically aware. That's why
Yes.
you are seeing them telling the government, we are not our parents, sisi sio wazazi wetu. Unaona, you will not come with handouts and you think you will buy us. You see, we will take the money, but we will make the decision when it comes to the voting day. So I don't think money will have an impact.
Yeah, and then pia Rigiji the man himself alisema nini? Ndovu hatuziki na pembe, si ndio? Tunang'oa pembe, tunazika ndovu. Nayo. Yes.
Mimi kitu nilishika kutoka kwa Rigiji, kucheka ni 1,000.
Yes.
Ukipiga makofi 500.
Yeah.
Kudanganywa 2,000. Ai.
Yeah. You see, these are our money which the government is overtaxing us through punitive taxes. The payslips zimekuwa raided, taxes everywhere here and there. So we are seeing it's like our own money. They bring our own money, then we take our own money.
That is it. Now, Bella and
Yeah.
Lex, if you are not aware, this is a DCP candidate we're having here, Dr. Muraguri, is going for a seat in Kirinyaga. So, sisi kuna mheshimiwa hapa.
Yeah.
I was telling the viewers from Kirinyaga that mimi sitaki kujua competition yake ni nani. Lakini wangu ni huyu.
We are behind you fully.
Behind
Yeah,
you.
we wish him well. Yeah, we wish him well.
Ina hata kama nikuwa blind, acha nikue. Lakini in this case, you're my candidate. Hapa. Because
Yeah.
to find, let me tell you that I've had a huge experience with Kenyan politicians, especially aspirants. To find an aspirant to attend such a show with us here, not
Yeah,
once, not twice, but a number of times. Sio mchezo, sio rahisi.
Humility.
Yes.
And leave alone the MP level. I'm talking about the MCA. Huwezi pata hata kutoka Kisii. Ni ngumu sana. So such humility deserves huge support.
Yeah, exactly.
Mheshimiwa, I wish you well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Campaign utuite tukuchapie campaign one touch.
Tutaenda msafara.
Nitakuja. Mimi nitakuwa.
I will come.
Gentlemen and lady, we are coming to the end of the show. We've had now 56 minutes online here talking. People following us. I think it has been an interesting show today.
Yeah.
Yeah, today we've talked about Kalonzo. In our next show on Friday, like today, you're going to talk about... Today's on Friday, right?
This is on Saturday.
Yeah, on a Saturday like today, we are going to talk about another candidate, probably Matiang'i, because I think Matiang'i has been very common here and we choose one. Tutamwongelea vizuri, but on other days, choose other topics to talk about.
Okay, thank you.
I want to thank you all for creating time to be part and parcel of this conversation. God bless you. For those who are watching us from home, God bless you. Please keep following, subscribe. For those who want to support the channel, that's the number. And for those who want to join us on the show, text me on that number there, and I'll include you in our conversations. Any last words from you guys? Daktari?
Thank you.
No, we are good. We are good. Thank you for having us. Let's meet next time.
Lex, thank you so much for coming for the first time you're hosting us. We are hosting you here.
Yeah. Asante, nimeshukuru. It has been a good session. We're looking forward to more sessions.
No, I'll bring you on board kila siku. Nakutafuta ukose tu, lakini mimi nitakutafuta.
Yeah, I'll avail myself.
Asanteni sana. Bella?
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure always being here at 10 p.m. Ndio mimi nitakuwa na washa hapa. Thank you.
Welcome and have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.